Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires Let's Play, where we're playing as Karl Franz, and where the situation seems to be a little disconcerting up north once again. The Skaven, in all their wisdom, decided not to take Zoishenk, the easy target up north over here, and to instead move past it and strike at Erengrad. They haven't struck just yet, but I think it's pretty obvious what their plans are right now. They don't got schemes. They're making it very obvious what's happening here, but Ubel is defending Erengrad, and I do think he'll be able to sally forth and strike at these armies, potentially with lightning strikes to take out Skittice first with his 16 stack, and then Throt the Unclean immediately afterwards with his 17 stack. Now, yes, it is a little scary because they have Plague Priests and Chieftains out the wazoo. I mean, these guys, what do you have? Okay, Skittice has a bit more of a normal army, but there is a fair bit of artillery between the two armies as well. With that said, I might not lightning strike. I might just go in against both of them at the same time and have an absolute field day and see what kind of numbers we can rack up, especially with the Sunmaker. But that is something we'll be tackling in just a moment's time, because there is a little bit of other housekeeping that needs doing as well. Down south over here, I'm very happy to say that the war against the dwarfs was a, yes, short one, glorious victory. Karak Asgaraz has been taken as well, and honestly, in a beautiful sort of way, the damage that was done to our army has worked out as well. Yes, it hurts to lose units and to lose good soldiers, but Gelt's army was a terrible composition, and some of those losses have actually allowed us to make room in the army to get some better units into the army. Now, moving forward, I will perhaps get rid of some of these huntsmen as well, as was suggested in the comments. I don't think they're really all that valuable in this army, especially in this stage of the game, but the plan is to replace them with handgunners. Perhaps replace these crossbowmen with handgunners as well, yet to be seen. We can't do that yet, though, because we don't have the gunsmith. So once Altdorf upgrades, we might use this slot to get the gunsmith built, and at that point in time, we'll disband some of these units and get the gunsmith going and the handgunners going. But until such a time, it's okay. We have 4 slots to fill out. We're going to go ahead and move into Uberstrike so that we can increase the rate of replenishment, and we're going to go ahead and get a bit of recruitment happening. I think a pair of halberdiers is not a bad idea, just to add to the anti-large capabilities. I think 4 units of greatswords is enough in terms of a regular kind of melee front line, but let's go ahead and add some cavalry to this army as well. It'll take about 2 turns to get us even remotely close to being fully replenished down here, so I'll go ahead and get the Knights of the Blazing Sun, and at the same time, we're going to also recruit some units into Nicholas's army. The plan is, and I think I mentioned this last session, I might have said I want to put the Karelberg Greatswords in Gelt's army, but actually I think I want to put the Karelberg Greatswords into Nicholas's army. Apart from that, I want to replace some of these spears. Again, it was pointed out in the comments, it's like, why do we still have these spears in Nicholas's army? Surely they have, you know, they've stuck around for too long, especially at this stage of the game. We're 69 turns in. Why don't we go ahead and replace them with some halberds? Good call, we'll do that. For the time being, we are not able to recruit any units because, of course, Gelt is using all of the recruitment slots right now, right? And I don't intend to globally recruit in 2 turns a unit that I can locally recruit in 2 turns anyway, so we're going to hold off on that. But we are going to move Nicholas in a forced march stance up towards Eilhart, because Eilhart isn't actually where he's headed. He's actually headed up north towards Arnau. I'm going to use this opportunity of peace to the south to secure the wasteland once and for all, and to burn down Wrecker's Point as well, because if you start a war, you damn well better be the one to end it as well. So we're gonna wipe Wrecker's Point out. I don't think I want to hold on to it, because I'm not looking to fight a war against the Wood Elves over here, against Lower Lorne, and I would also like a bit of a buffer from the north. So we're going to take Arnau to secure the wasteland, burn down Wrecker's Point, but all that in due time, of course. Nicholas has to actually make it up there, and Nicholas also has to upgrade himself with another step of Woundmaker as we prepare to take Benediction. In his army as well, just want to mention really quickly, we do have the Grunberg Herd Swordsmen and the Cleansers of Corruption renamed. Again, these are the old swordsman units that have been upgraded into great swords as far as our headcanon is concerned, so that's looking pretty good. And the other thing to note about this region is that I'm not yet ready to let go of it completely in terms of army positioning. As we discussed last session, the Greenskins, the Wood Elves, and the Bretonnians all look poised for war. None of them really like us for no real good reason, but they don't like us. And that's reason enough for them to declare war upon us. And I fear that if I leave this space undefended or weakly defended, they'll be quicker to declare those wars. So instead, I would like to keep, I think, Gelt in the area, and once Nicholas is done at Arnau and Wrecker's Point, pull him back down south as well to just keep the peace, even if it requires a violence to do so. So the plan with these two armies is to actually stick around over here. Meanwhile, in the middle of our empire, we do have this army, led by Ulrich Strom, about to charge into this rebellion that really didn't accomplish much. It harassed us for a couple of turns, didn't take the city of Mordheim. It just came to die, I suppose. So we'll auto-resolve this battle, decisive victory, low casualties, easily done. And that's Ulrich's mission complete down over here, and we can now turn him around and head back up north in case the trouble up there gets even more terrifying. Imperial Pegasus unlocked for you. Let's also go ahead and get what? Headhunter, because we're at 1987 right now income. This would make us 2227. That's pretty good. Extra campaign movement range, recruitment rank increase, like all sorts of good stuff comes with Headhunter. So we'll go with that. And Ulrich, let's go ahead and forced march you up north, I think. I mean, we're basically fully replenished. I don't have to like hide out in a city or anything. What's the best way up there? Yeah, sure. As long as we don't trespass against anybody and see another war pop up over here. I see a bit of trespassing happening up there. Who's that against? Oh, these guys? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, because you can't really do diplomacy with them, right? So fair enough. Let's go up that way. Good distance. Basically, again, at full strength, I don't mind not getting replenishment. We might get some as we pass through Zavastra and stuff like that. And we might even change directions and strike at Fort Ostrusk with Ulrich instead, right? But the point is, we want them up north, while all the way over here, the Emperor actually ended up in this fork, I suppose, in the road. Fork? It's only got two. Anyway, the Emperor only ended up here because of a bit of a misclick, so to speak. But you know what? It's fine, because we'll take Nashrack's Lair, we'll take the Fallen King Mountain, and then we'll turn back around and we'll take Karrak Ungor and the gold mines back as well, and that will be the end of this faction. The Bone Rattlers have just the 3 settlements. We've seen them all, and our plan is to completely obliterate them now. So Nashrack's Lair is first. I imagine this will be an auto-resolve battle. Yeah, decisive victory, low casualties, not a very interesting army or anything, so let's go ahead and auto-resolve that. We're not going to be losing any units either, and we're actually going to occupy this space. Later on, I might hand it off to some of the dwarfs or something. We'll do a regular occupation. I'm not hurting for money. I also don't have so much that I'm going to demolish any of the buildings that are like just kind of sitting there and not doing anything. It's been pointed out that I've got a couple of buildings that I could really demolish and free up the slots, but it costs like 1,200 or something a piece, and I'm not hurting for money, but I'm also not... My cup doesn't runneth over with gold either, so I'm trying to find a sweet spot before we do that. Seeing Orc's Bane reminds me, and I cannot remember if I mentioned this earlier, but I do have some more unit names that I'll be assigning. Not today, not the next session either, but the session after that is when I'll be able to assign some unit names. And actually, truth be told, it's not just unit names, it is also some city names. Finally, I think we got our first city name suggestion in the comments of the previous episode. I just want to let you know that I have seen it, I have noted it down, but I just don't have the opportunity to add those names in today, or I won't have the opportunity for next session either, but the session after that, we will most certainly be getting those name suggestions in, and we'll also, as I've seen in the comments, be tackling some quest battles. The thing about quest battles right now is that Karl's on a bit of a quest of his own right now, a custom quest, if you will, to take out the Fallen King Mountain and Karrak Ungor, and so I want to make sure we don't take damage from a different battle that we're not able to recover from before we you know, wipe the mountains clean, so to speak. So we'll do that, and then I promise you, after we destroy the Bone Rattlers, we'll dive into at least one of his quest battles, if not all of them back to back to back. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know what you think about that idea. But let's go ahead and dive on into our battle over here against Skittice. Yeah. You know, I don't think I want to auto-resolve this. Or not auto-resolve, lightning strike this. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, unless it's like a decisive or like a valiant defeat or something, in which case I would lightning strike it. And if I lightning strike, it'd be decisive victory with low casualties. But I think it's a bit more interesting to just to go in against both of them at the same time. Just a bit more fun, right? And if we're not here for fun, what are we here for? Our own reinforcements are coming through as well from the settlement, the garrison. Could definitely use some of these extra, you know, handgunners and crossbows and stuff like that. Sure, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll take the risk of a Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties, and we'll hopefully destroy both of these armies in their entirety. To the battlefield we go. Alright, folks, let's see what we can do here. I think this is my first time fighting an underway battle in a very, very long time. Their reinforcements are going to arrive in about a minute and a half. Back over here, they have a couple of artillery pieces that we have to worry about, of course. Knight Runners, Skaven Slave Slingers, Skaven Slave Slingers. Okay, sure, fair enough, fair enough. Lots of Skaven Slaves up front. Okay, I've got a bit of a plan over here. We're going to go ahead and send Ubel all the way up front. Hopefully get a little bit of damage done nice and early. Maybe bait some shots. On the topic of which, we'll also get our Pistoliers up front over here. Again, trying to bait some shots, particularly from the artillery, while causing some damage, I think, against these Storm Vermin with halberds. Meanwhile, the rest of our cavalry back over here, and they are quite numerous, they're going to position themselves over here, and we're going to send them barreling forwards to strike at the artillery as soon as possible, and then we'll try to mop up the rear, getting all of their ranged units taken care of as well. Hopefully they'll be able to efficiently get the work done back there, while the artillery on our side of the field, I guarantee you, is, yep, not able to reach the enemy. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll creep forward ever so slightly when the opportunity presents itself, which is when the battle begins, and everybody else is going to go ahead and position themselves up front. Now, here is my concern. Here's my concern. The enemy artillery is of both kinds, right? We've got the Plague Claw Catapult, and we've got the Warp Lightning Cannons. And by both kinds, I mean we have the high arc, you know, very localized, like point of impact kind of a thing, and we also have the blasts through your lines and keeps doing damage kind of a thing. So we don't want to be too deep in rank, because the Warp Lightning Cannon can do a lot of damage that way. We also don't want to be too clumped up together in general, because then misses still end up being hits for something like the Plague Claw Catapult. I don't know how much I should worry about something like that and how much I should spread these guys out as a result, because the battlefield is also not very conducive to being too, like, thinly spread, right? Because we have, like, some terrain that gets in our way there. I'm just a little concerned about that. I just want to highlight that. But let's get these guys grouped up as well. Let's get you boxed up, but maybe at least a little further away from each other, so that, again, a couple of catapult shots don't just completely obliterate us. Go ahead and do that kind of a thing. Sure thing. Got them grouped up, got them in guard mode. Let's make sure these guys are in guard mode as well, and in a group 2. Sure. I think that's about the extent of what we can really do in preparation here, and I'm a little concerned about the angle of approach over here, but we'll make it work. I think that's everything I can do. 2 minutes until our own reinforcements arrive, and that's fine if they come in from right behind us. These guys are up front. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and select everybody here, because we got to creep them up to make sure these guys are in artillery range, right? So we got to creep everybody up right off the bat. Let's go ahead and start the battle, see what we can do. Up we go. Get the Sunmaker in a group and firing away right off the bat. Guard mode for you as well. Get you firing at these Storm Vermin, please. And get you firing up over here against the Skaven Slaves. These guys are turning around. Okay, that's kind of worked out. So the Pistoliers, firing away as they are at the wrong unit, should be able to get some shots into. There we go. These Storm Vermin with halberds, and then we should be able to pull them back as well to try and dodge. While over here, let's bring Ubel back, because he's being chased down by a bunch of Doom Flayers. That's not ideal. In comes a shot over here. I think that actually whiffed us, went right over our heads. Second shot coming through as well. No damage yet. Oh, that one hit. That one hurt. A little bit of damage done now. Ubel, let's try pulling you back a bit. And are we seeing shots coming through from the Sunmaker? I should hope so. There we go. Speak of the devil, there it is. First volley coming through. Give me something good over here. They're nicely clumped up, but you know what? Not nicely enough. In comes another volley. Really wide, actually. Not too good. Not too good. Oh, in comes another volley. This one looks like it's going to be better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Ubel's still coming back. Okay, cavalry. Let's go ahead and move you all the way up. Infantry can stay put over here, because we have the artillery advantage now that we're firing from such a distance. Cavalry wants to shut that stuff down, but our infantry can stay back over here for the time being. Ubel, keep pulling you back as well. Yeah, another volley coming through from the Sunmaker. Not too bad, not too bad. Another one coming through as well. I'm spending too much time looking at the Sunmaker get work done, aren't I? Let's fire over here these Storm Vermin instead. Cavalry's moving up. Yeah, let's go ahead and send these guys into these Skaven Slaves and these guys into these Skaven Slave Spears. Should be okay. Keep pushing these guys up as well. In comes charge number 1, and in comes charge number 2. Good stuff, good stuff. Pull back. Pull these guys back as well. What do we have here? Oh, these Pistoliers were in a bit of trouble, weren't they? Can we fire up over there? What's the deal back over here? Some Clan Rats have popped up. Let's go ahead and push into the Clan Rats. Good stuff, good stuff. Still firing way up over here. There's cavalry. Let's move one unit in there and another unit up over there. Let's go. And we want to shut these Skaven Slave Slingers and stuff down as well, right? Right, move you up, move you down. Gonna get some charging in. Looks like we're getting some work done over here as well. These Storm Vermin are not having a good time with their sword and board. Doing a lot of damage with their crossbows, and hopefully our gunners as well. Reinforcements have arrived meanwhile. And there's Throt pushing through. We have our spears in place. Try to pin Throt down, I suppose, with our anti-large capabilities. And Ubel, keep pulling you away. Send these guys down, send these guys through here, and up over here. Let's push into these Cave and Slave Slingers, and we're okay up over there. Into the Slingers we go. Give me a nice charge over here. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Decent bit of damage there. To health and morale both. And how are we looking down over here? What's this exclamation mark for? Push these guys up. Oh, that's what it's for. Shut this nonsense down. Let's go, let's go. Bring you in as well, let's go. Cool. Artillery, are you still firing? You should be. Huge clumps over here to hit. Bring Ubel back a little bit. Bring these guys back a bit as well. Send our spears up. Now let's hold the line. Hold the line here. Keep firing at these clumps. Come on, it's massive. Bring you guys down over here. Where's our... There we go. Other cavalry unit back there. Get our crossbows and stuff firing away at this chieftain, perhaps? Ooh, this is a little worrying. Eshin Triads, and we got some Plague Monks up over here as well. Hopefully we'll be okay. Let's bring these guys back a little bit. There we go. Come on, this should be good. Not bad. Not bad. That was a lot of damage, actually. That was a ton of damage. Alright, let's send these guys in. All these chieftains and stuff, man, they just cause so much pain. Oh, they have another Warp Lightning Cannon. Of course they do. Send these guys in over here. Shut that nonsense down. Where's my cavalry down over here? Let's pull these guys back a little bit. They're not really properly organized. Let's pull them back and see what we can do. Artillery still getting a lot of work done over here. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Holding the line somewhat. These guys firing up over here. What about our reinforcing ranged units? Get them firing up over here as well. Sure. Ubel's in a touch of trouble, it looks like, but in comes the cavalry charge up over here against the Warp Lightning Cannon. Yeah, keep them busy, keep them occupied. Down over here, let's send this cavalry in against these Skaven Slaves over here. Try to break them. Pull these guys back as well. And maybe get a charge into the sides of these Skaven Slaves over here. Try to break these guys. Artillery, what to do with you? Fire up over there, perhaps? Man, these guys have really pushed through, haven't they? Look at Throt. He's just having a field day over here. Who does not give a damn? Bring the Heartbreakers back a little bit if I can. Send these guys up against Throt, please. Turn all of our ranged attention against Throt, perhaps. Cavalry's doing okay. Pull you back a little bit. These guys are close to giving up on the fight. Down over here. Let's pull you back as well. Done up over there. Let's go ahead and push into these Gutter Runner Slingers. Artillery fire coming through up over here. That's got to be okay. Not amazing, but it's alright. Dang, what happened here? What happened here? Let's bring the crossbows and stuff back. A lot of our units just gave up on the fight. A lot of our units just gave up on the fight. Bring Ubel back over here. Send the cavalry in. Send the cavalry out. These guys are stuck in there. Bring you back out. Get some more charges in here and there. Jeez. How do they cause us so much trouble? How do they cause us so much trouble? These spears stay in there. Get the Knights of the Blazing Sun in here from the side. Okay, all the range units are back over here. Some of them have recovered. Let's go ahead and fire away at these Night Runners. Let's get these guys firing away at Throt. Let's send you in against Throt as well. Again, we got like halberds and stuff back there, right? In comes a charge over here. Hopefully it'll do something. That didn't look like much, to be perfectly honest. Let's scare these Night Runners off. We've got a charge coming in from behind them as well. Stormburn with halberds over there. A little worried about charging into their backs even, but might have to soon. But in comes a charge against these Night Runners. Come on, give me something glorious here. Good stuff, good stuff. Tossing them back, breaking their morale as well, hopefully. Very close to giving up. They haven't given up yet. Our Sunmaker, unfortunately, did give up on the fight. Not a fan of that. The Doom Flares over here causing us some trouble against these spears. Send you in, up over here as well. These guns, let's pull you back. Group up together over here. Get our cavalry to charge up over here. And let's get our range units to fire at these Stormburn with sword and shield, and even the ones with halberds, actually. Let's focus on them instead. Throt is a little concerning, but he is fully surrounded now by halberds and stuff, so hopefully he'll be in trouble as well. And Ubel's in a bit of trouble too. God damn. They got all these assassins and chieftains and halberds of their own. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. But our range units are taking care of these halberds and swords and shields as well. This is a huge clump up there. Where's my cavalry? Pull these guys back. Where are these guys? Pull these guys back as well. Just kind of threw them in there, didn't I? These great swords, I'll send you in. No point staying engaged back over here. These guys are almost done. Ubel's almost in a safer place. Where's my cavalry here? Send them up against these Gutter Runners, I think. Send these guys up against these Night Runners over here. Still firing away at these clumps. Again, it's these chieftains and stuff just causing us so much trouble. Fire away up over here. Huge clumps. The Sunmaker has not returned to the fray, has it? I hope it didn't get completely destroyed. I know they gave up, but I hope it didn't get completely destroyed. Come on, come on, come on. Fire away, fire away. We're looking over here. Good charge up there. Let's hit these Gutter Runner Slingers, perhaps. Hopefully we've broken them. Ubel's left the battlefield, it seems. And these swords up. go, let's go. My goodness, Throt is still having such a good time against us. Send these great swords up. Causing a fair bit of damage up over here, so at least there's that. My goodness, this is really not going nearly as smoothly as I'd hoped or anticipated, really. I thought we'd do a fair bit better than this, I'll be honest with you. It's okay, we might still turn this around. We might still turn this around. A lot of our units are giving up on the fight now. This massive clump over here. This was a messy fight. Throt, though, is fully surrounded, so he's hopefully in a bit of trouble. Way too close to the edge here. These guys are all going to give up. Now we've got these this chieftain over here as well, causing us some trouble. God dang, all these characters, man. Just stacking characters. Swords are trying to hold the line there. Turn around and fire away. Let's go. Look at these. Look at that balance of power. We have not got this. We have most certainly not got this. My goodness. What happened? What happened? Alright, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, it's not like the army's dead. It's not like we've been wiped out. Valiant defeat. I'll take it. We'll be back. And in greater numbers. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what went wrong there. Feels like a little bit of everything. We caused a fair bit of damage here and there. I hope Ubo survived. But yeah, we just got swarmed. We got overwhelmed and swarmed. Now, we did a fair bit of damage too, right? Like, let's not downplay our accomplishments. Maybe I just spread myself too thin, sent the cavalry too far up. I think it's just that we have so many like swordsmen going up against like plague monks and Stormburner with sword and board, right? And of course the Doom Flayers and all that stuff as well. They didn't do a lot of damage though. What happened? What did I allow to happen? I really hope we didn't lose too many units here. We might have lost these Knights of the Blazing Sun. Yeah, it's too bad. They went out in a blaze of glory though. 198 kills. That's not bad. I mean, look at some of these kill counts. 300 on these guys, almost 300 on these guys. 203 here. Ah, we lost these spears as well. The Remembers of Hawk. Oh no. Oh, this is how we lose them. This is how we lose them. After all that fighting against all sorts of plague and disease and pestilence, they lose to a bunch of rats. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we took a beating here. We took a serious beating here. My God. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because we gave pretty well as well. I wanted to say as good as we got, but we didn't wipe out nearly as many units of theirs. But look at that. These plague monks, 45, 44. The Ashen Triads, 37. Oh, look at that. These Doom Flayers. They're the ones who got the work in. They're the ones who got the work in. Otherwise, back here, I mean, we did all right. Wow. My goodness. My goodness. Not how I saw that playing out, let me tell you.
We underestimated them.
Not how I saw that playing out. Ubel is an 18 stack still, technically speaking. I could send him into Erengrad. They will almost certainly put us under siege, but I think if we have the walls and stuff, we should be okay. Let's pop back in here. Replenishment will work pretty quickly as long as we can actually keep replenishing. If they put us under siege, of course we can't. As the Skaven music plays in the background as a bit of a warning, I suppose. Get another step of Emperor's Finest. And another step of it as well, sure. And while Ubel tries to hold on to Erengrad over here, we'll send... well, we are already sending Ulrich up north to support him. Hopefully he's able to buy enough time up over here. What do we recruit? If we have the time here, what do we recruit? Do we try and get 4 turns for Knights of the Blazing Sun? No, I don't think that's the right call. Let's try and get some halberdiers, and let's try and get some great swords. Look, I should have known better. I should have gone in with a lightning strike, but I prefer this every once in a while to just coasting through. I never like the coasting. Now what we might do is next turn... No, I take that back. I was going to say next turn we might merge some of these units and replace them, but we can't really take that long. I'd be better off doing it now. Alright, let's go ahead and merge these 2 units of swords. And let's get these swords in here as well, so that we can make room for another unit of great swords. And another unit of great swords. Then we could merge some of these spears together as well. The Deathless are about to be full strength, so we can leave them be, but these 2 can merge, and that'll leave some room for some halberds. And that's enough cavalry, 3 units of cavalry. We've got some artillery and a proper front line now, well, in 2 turns. and proper anti-large as well in 2 turns, if this army can survive that long. Ubal, I believe in you, buddy. Hang in there. Hang in there. They're not going to move anywhere for 2 turns, so I might as well take advantage of global recruitment when the opportunity is there, right? Cool, I think that's the entire turn done. No, Udolf, put camera up over here. What value do I have? I could try and assassinate, damage walls, block army. I mean, that's not going to make much of a difference. If I was dealing with fewer chieftains and stuff in that battle, I'd be a lot happier. Which, you know what? It looks like we actually... No, we didn't eliminate them. They're in Thrott's army, right. Up to Thrott's army we go. And can we actually get rid of any of them? 35% across the board. I have a higher chance of blocking Thrott's army than assassinating any one of these. Sure, let's try it anyway. Let's go after Morlock here, the Plague Priest. Or you know what? No. Toxide, one of the chieftains. Let's go for it. Hope for the best. Oh. Okay. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Level you up as well. Let's go ahead and get us a step of what? Perhaps Cleanse Corruption. Why not? It is tempting to send Udolf into this army as well, isn't it? But I've committed to this action, and I'm going to stick with it. Another hero not moved. Now I can't. That was a misclick. Not the end of the world, though. We have, these are our lords and heroes. Rupert Wolf, where are you at?
Yes.
Somewhere in the region. There you are. Rupert Wolf is also able to assault units. Let's send you in against... Ooh. Thrott. Assault units, 36% versus, what do we have here? 28s. And what about against Skittice? Assault units, 48%. Sure, go for it. Come on. Failure. So much for hitting them hard and fast, eh? And then we've got, who else? Albrechtstrom, all the way down south over here, right? He was helping against the dwarves. Rather uselessly, if memory serves me correctly. Fair enough, it's okay. It's okay. We're all right. We'll recover just fine. Oh man. Let's see what the AI does as we hit the end turn button. Folks, as I do so, again, and as always, a quick reminder, if you've been enjoying this series, if you've been liking the ups and downs, the struggles and successes, don't hesitate to hit that like button. It really helps me know what people are enjoying on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, slow down, stop. Y'all are familiar with the drill by now, I'm sure. Want to mention as well, since this is the first episode releasing in the new month, again, I try not to mention this too often, just once a month at most, but if you've been really enjoying this series, then you might want to consider becoming a channel member or perhaps joining Patreon. Links to both of those are in the description down below, and to become a member specifically, you can click the join button that is right below the video. And if you'd rather not do Patreon or channel membership, you can maybe super chat instead. That's another button that's right next to the join button below the video. As always, there's no pressure, no obligation, nothing like that. That's why I try not to mention it too often. It does really help support the channel and keep it all sustainable and viable. Keeps us alive and running smoothly, as I like to say. But of course, there is no obligation or pressure from my end. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I've been told I should mention it more often, so I try to mention it once a month, or I guess twice, just on the first episode of the month. But yeah, folks, those options are all open to you, of course, in the description down below, and as I said, the join button down below as well, if you would like to become a member specifically. Now, this is not ideal. Erengrad is under siege. In 2 turns' time, Ubal will die from attrition alone, which was a risk I was willing to take before I actually have seen the consequences of it. It'll take us how long to get up here? It'll take us just too long to get up there. It'll take us just too long to get up there. Dang. Okay. I shouldn't have gone in there. Should not have gone in there. And what the hell is this nonsense? The Ecstatic Legions are back with 2 stacks. Like 1 and 3/4 stacks. That's madness. That is madness. Down over here, we're contending against Glugzag Edbutt as he makes his way towards Khazid Irkalaz. It's okay. We can strike that on our way back out. We got to go that way anyway. So, Karl, let's send you... Oh, let me 2 turns. Are you for real? Alright, let's send you as close as we can to the Fallen King Mountain. And we'll hit it next turn, I suppose. I hit it this turn. We'll hit it next turn. Fair enough. Down over here, Nicholas. Let's go ahead and move you to Isleheart, so we get faster replenishment. But let's also go ahead and get rid of these 3 units of spears, right? Because we can recruit, well, 2 units of halberds only right now. because of the 2 units we're recruiting here already. Bit of bad math on my part, not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and get rid of these 2 units of spears. Disband you. Yep. And let's go ahead and in their place recruit 2 units of halberds. We're going to get great swords again with the Karabur great swords here, right? So that's all good. Gives us 3 units of regular frontline melee, and it gives us 4 units of anti-large, 5 units of anti-large actually. Which I think is fine. We got a fair bit of cavalry and handheld artillery as well, let's call the bordermen. Sure, and then we can continue moving up north. Fair enough. That's all good over there. What else can we do? What else can we do to help Ubal? I'm not sure. Just not sure. Over here, Rupert Wolf, let's strike at Throt's army. Try and assault some units. Failure, no surprise there. And where's our buddy here? There you are. Udolf, go ahead and... I can't, because I'm exhausted. Or this guy's exhausted. Making me exhausted, man. Archaon's up over here as well, coming through. God damn. Udolf, what to do with you? I mean, stay put over here. It's nothing we can do while you're exhausted. You're not moved. That'll be Albrecht Stroheim down over here. Move him towards the other front as well, I suppose. Assault some of these units. Failure. No surprise there. Worth a shot still. Building upgrades available. Not enough money to do it with, I don't think. Like, while feeling secure about the upgrades happening. So we'll leave that be for the time being. And damaged buildings, I assume, up over here. No point dealing with that right now. That's the turn done. I imagine these guys might assault. In fact, I would like if they did assault. Because at least that way I'd be able to defend. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Part of me, like, there was a voice in the back of my head saying, stay outside, they're going to put Erengrad under siege, we don't have to defend it, we can take it back right afterwards. But another part of me was hoping for what just happened. Yes! Yes! I did not want to say it out loud until it happened, because you never know when the universe is listening and getting ready to absolutely goddamn it. Screw you. Celebrated too soon, that's what I get. What do you want, Wolfric? Now's not the time. Of course you declare war. Yeah, it's okay, fine. We've got a defensive ally, but are they actually going to step in to do anything about these guys, or are they going to be preoccupied with their own nonsense? God damn it. At least against Throt's army, I would have been able to sally forth and cause some damage, but against Archaon's army, I don't think we stand a chance. I don't think we're even remotely close to being able to do anything. And now Norskins are attacking Nuln. We'll go ahead and hire some nearby mercenaries. I've got enough prestige for it. Go for it. Auto-resolve that, please. I will take the extra money. Thank you very much. Zid Irkalaz has been besieged. No surprise there. And the camera has turned. I never remember... Oh, right, of course. It's the regular battlefield controls as well. And Erengrad has been besieged as well. This one hurts. This one hurts. Oh, at least we didn't take the attrition damage to Ubal from last turn, right? So he will be able to survive, I think. The wild hunt ceases. Oh, now at last the wild hunt is over, and Ethel Lauren rests once again. The power of Kronos flowed through the wild riders and all who joined the hunt in the forest's name. The pace was furious, the hunt charging along hidden paths and through the usually gentle glades. Any creature unlucky enough to be caught were shown no mercy, their death serving as a noble sacrifice to Orion's ageless grandeur. Yeah, didn't cause me any trouble, surprisingly. I was expecting it to come right for me. Alright, so, this is actually... It's not worked out perfectly, but it's worked out better than it was about to work out, so not going to complain anymore about that. Let's keep Ulrich coming up over here. I am glad I did not give up. But yes, as you can see, Archaon's army, even though it is a little beat up, isn't as beat up as Throt's army was. Where did Throt go? Why did he pull back? I have no idea. There's Skittice. Yeah, I don't know what drew them away, but I'll take that. I'll take that. I would have been really upset if Ubal died. That would have been really quite sad. Down over here, though, how are we looking? Nicholas, you're able to move. Yeah, 19 stack. We're leaving one slot for the Karabur Greatswords. Let's go ahead and force march all the way up to Gorcel. Why am I declaring a fresh war while we have all these new wars being declared upon us? I do not know. But what's life without a risk here or there, right? Move them a little bit further up. Meanwhile, Gelt is a 20 stack. Keeping him down over here, I just wonder... Because we all know Right, we all know the moment I move Gelt away from the southern extents, somebody's gonna declare war upon us, right? We know it. So we're gonna keep him at Uberstrike. We're gonna keep him at Uberstrike, while up over here, we're gonna take the Fallen King Mountain. This will be an auto-resolve battle, I imagine. Yeah. Oh, they have Grand Peak. They just got it, didn't they? They must have. Oh, there we are. Oh, I've been had. Zufbar is under threat by Azag the Slaughterer. Zufbar will not be able to defend itself. It does have walls. But can I actually come through this way yet? I can't. I need to take the Fallen King Mountain, and then I have to take Grand Peak, which also has walls, and only then can I come to the defense of Zufbar, if I can make it there quickly enough. I have been had. God damn it. Alright, well, into the Fallen King Mountain we go. Decisive victory, low casualties. Auto-resolve that. Thank you very much. Go ahead and occupy it, right? Because we do want to replenish at a decent rate over here, so we'll simply occupy it. And what are we looking at here? Next turn will be at basically full strength, apart from these spears. Ooh, you know what? Ah, we don't have the blacksmith here. I was like, if I could actually recruit halberdiers to replace those spears, it'd be ideal, but we cannot. Karl, let's level you up. Let's go ahead and get... maybe it is time to get some of these great swords, halberds. I'm going to hold off on that. Foe Seeker, I want to move towards Deadly Onslaught, and then we'll consider some of those rank 7 skills and stuff. Okay, so Fallen King Mountain has been taken. We're probably going to lose Khazid Irkalaz, which is unfortunate, but I think new game plan is to send Karl down this way, take Grand Peak, fight Azag at his 17 stack, filled with a couple of characters, try and defend Zufbar, while up north over here we push Archaon back, and once we're done dealing with that, one of these armies will make its way over to take Karak Ungor and Khazid Irkalaz back. My goodness, we need 2 armies to clean these mountains up. You know what? Kudos to the AI. That was actually clever. That was actually cheeky. That was actually kind of fun to see go down. Rupert Wolf, can you strike at Archaon? 12% chance of success. Wow. What about Buddy down over here? Where'd he go? Not you. You. Udolf, sorry. 14% chance of success. And I just block army as well, so it's not even like it's anything valuable. No real point then. No real point then. Next turn, we sally forth and try to defend Erengrad. But when I say next turn, I do in fact mean next time. Folks, this is a nice cliffhanger to end things on. Uvel's life is hanging by a thread here, because I don't know if Archaon will or will not assault next turn, seeing these reinforcements arrive, and if Archaon might switch out for some other army, like Wulfric over here with his 18 stack, who just declared war upon us. My goodness. These are trying times. Azazel is over here as well. These two are... God. Pulling a lot of weight right now. A lot rests on their shoulders. I might have spread myself out too thin. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about our current circumstances. Let me know your thoughts about this current cliffhanger situation. Next session should begin with the defense of Erengrad and the struggle at the mountains, I suppose. As always, if you've been really enjoying this series, you might want to consider becoming a channel member or a patron, or of course hitting that super thanks button. Might have said super chat earlier, but I meant super thanks button, which is right by the join button that is right below the video. But folks, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. That'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.